Welcome back to my 5th episode. 5. That's a huge landmark?
Landmark.
What's it called? It's a huge accomplishment. 5 episodes of this podcast series. So I just wanted to say thank you for all who have subscribed.
I subscribe.
Number 1. She was my number 1 subscriber. Number 1. Today, I have a special guest here. This is my friend Jessie. Yay!
Hey, what's up, you guys? My mind goes, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, if someone puts me on the spot and asks me a question, I just go blank.
Yeah.
Like, my professor today being like, what is it? My mind just goes blank.
That's
such a lame one. How important do you think it is to do well in school?
Anyways, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I'm going to school right now for nursing, but I want to do Botox. I also want to be a tattoo artist, but they're gatekeepers, okay? These tattoo artists are gatekeepers. I have an Instagram. I have my art posted. I have a bunch of art, like realism and stuff, and they're just gatekeepers. Like, it's just not enough. I have gone to so many shops, and my art is not bad. Don't say it's because it's bad. I think I've tried like 6 shops, and they're gatekeepers.
F those shops.
What gives you the ick?
Oh my gosh, I literally answered this question in one of my other videos.
Oh, really?
It was, I'll do a different one though, because the one in my video was of people who can't sit through a movie. Like,
I remember that.
Yeah, like that's an ick. I
was
don't
thinking
understand.
about that. I've never had that happen to me though. Like, I've never had someone like
Be like antsy, being like,
leave them. Was it
I think we were seeing a James Bond movie, and he's just like all antsy, and he keeps getting up to use the bathroom and like leaving. And I'm like, can you, like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Like, stop, like, are you not feeling good or something? He goes, I just want to go home. I think this movie's boring. It's James Bond.
Every man should love that.
Yes, every man should love a good, like, action, military. A lot of men like military movies.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of men. That trend, that was
the Roman
crazy.
Empire.
Yes, that was their, what was your Roman Empire?
Oh, I don't know. Tana Mojo's existence. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, old YouTubers. I'm like obsessed with them.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's how I reminisce on that. Epic rap battles of history. Do you know what that is?
I've seen those. I loved those.
Yes.
Do you remember like that one male YouTuber that would like remake music videos, and he made them like evil?
Yes.
Like Taylor Swift ones.
Yes.
Bart
Baker.
Bart Baker.
Oh my god. YouTube Reels are better than Instagram Reels and TikTok Reels.
Maybe.
Even though you find the information
TikTok
out
Reels.
like 3 months later.
Yeah.
Like the Queen dies, like didn't she die in December?
A few years ago. No, a few months ago. There's a South Park episode on that I just watched.
Yes. If, like, say the Queen dies, like, all of Instagram and all of TikTok know about it, but YouTube 3 months later, they'll be like, oh, the Queen just died. Like, they don't get the information until, like, 3 or 4 months
I never go on that. I have no idea.
Oh.
Why did you use TikTok?
I don't have TikTok. That's so sad. Like, after the TikTok ban, I was like, oh, I don't need social media. And I didn't think the TikTok ban was going to happen. And then I deleted TikTok. And now I can't even download it. Because it's not even in the App Store anymore.
There's people that are selling phones with TikTok downloaded on it for like $10K.
No way.
Yeah, like I could sell my phone for like $10K to someone who really wants TikTok.
Do you call Twitter still, or do you call it X?
I'm never calling it X.
Neither am I.
I just say Twitter because, like, ew, X is so weird. Do you know Mr. Beast might buy TikTok?
Really?
Yeah, it's like $50 million.
I was gonna say he has enough money to.
No, he got a bunch of like billionaires together or millionaires, and they all donated money, so he got, because it's $50 million. Twitter was 45 million. Like, Elon Musk bought it for that, but can you even, like, imagine having $45 million? When Elon bought Twitter, he changed it to X.
Yeah.
What if when Mr. Beast buys TikTok, he changes it to something? Because he would. Like, how he has, like, what are they called? Like, Feastables?
For $50,000, we'll change TikTok's name for the first person who's been subscribed.
What's in my bag?
What's in my bag?
We got some Brazilian Crush perfume, scent 40. This smells like you.
Thank you.
Like, if I were to say you smell like something, it'd be this. But I think it's because you used the lotion.
Yeah.
Probably not the perfume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's a razor. Not sponsored.
None of this is sponsored. But if you want to sponsor me, sponsor
a clip. And just some makeup. And a gua sha. I forgot how to do ASMR.
I'm going to demonstrate how to use a gua sha now.
The more you say that word, the more it becomes not real.
Oh my gosh, whenever I overuse a word, that always happens.
Gua sha is like
Guasha.
not a real
Gua
word.
sha sounds disgusting now.
It's not a real word.
It's for, like, lymph node training, basically. And you can feel, like, just, like, you're, like, it, like, training. It's insane.
You didn't answer what your ick was. We just sidetracked. I said my ick. I just realized.
What was it?
Like, unintentionally, I said it. Like, people who use brain rot terms.
Oh, yeah.
I said earlier, I know brain rot words.
Mm.
They do get really funny, though.
They do.
Like, it's like, what did you just say? We should, like, play, we should play
that Squid Game. Like, the...
What? I haven't seen Squid Game. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never seen, like, any of the show? I'm gonna stick to my ick that I said in the last video, where it's just people who can't sit through a movie.
You know what an ick of mine is?
Hmm.
People who pigeon toe walk. Have you heard of
like,
that?
walk on their tippy toes?
Yeah, they, like, bounce.
There's a guy that I knew in high school, and I'd, like, dated him for, like, off and on.
Pigeon
And he was-
toe walk?
Yeah, he would walk like a pigeon. I'd be like, why do you walk like that? You're like, you need to walk normal. They're not walking, they're trotting.
Like, imagine, like, the like, hottest, what's his name? Imagine, like, Adam Driver for you. Like, what if he had, like, a pigeon toe?
No. Like, I always get Young Sheldon on my feed, that show.
Really?
And it'll be like, part 44 of episode of In the Dirt. And it's like 10-second videos that this guy is splitting into, like, 100 parts. And I'm guilty of watching the whole episode on TikTok every 10 seconds to scroll.
I can't.
Next episode.
I can't do
episode.
that. I'll treat it like
bad.
a podcast, you know? Like,
Mm.
do you remember Addison Rae?
Yeah.
Do you remember, like, her dad being, like, crazy?
Yes.
Who was his girlfriend? She was, like, really young. She was, like, an OnlyFans girl.
I have no idea, but I know what exactly you're talking about. Because the Addison's mom and dad got a divorce, and then he went crazy, and he was like, she's crazy. And he was, like, dancing with all these, like, 18-year-olds. Like,
Yeah, he had, like, I forgot her name. I follow her on TikTok, but she did, like, a lore series.
about him?
Everyone, like, she's been through so much. It's crazy. Like, the way she got her first, like, designer bag was by, like, sleeping with an older man. Like, I watched all of those.
That's insane.
It was, like, 100 parts.
Do you have a date that you won't forget?
Okay, so there was this guy that went to my high school. He was a grade older than me, and he was on, like, so I was on cheer in high school, and we had to go to the basketball games, and he played basketball, and he, like, saw me and thought I was cute, and then he got my Snapchat somehow, and we started talking, and I, like, ghosted him, because I was like, ugh. And then after I graduated high school, I think I was on Tinder, like, just for fun. Like, I wasn't actually gonna hang out with anyone, and he was on it, and I hadn't talked to him in, like, 2 years, and we swiped, and we started Snapchatting, And he invited me to come over and, like, we could go on a date. A date. And it's my first time, like, actually hanging out with him. I've never hung out with him. He tells me to come over his house, and he lives with his parents. And I, like, come inside, and his mom is like, Jessie, oh my gosh, nice to meet you. We had been talking on Snapchat for, like, a week. Like, you shouldn't meet a boy's parents the first time you hang out with him. So he's a rapper. He didn't have a car, and he didn't tell me that. I just assumed he had. Also, he had 2 of those stupid cars in his driveway. 2 Priuses.
I hate Priuses.
And they said Prius family. I had to drive. And I'm like, do you not have a car? And he's like, oh, not yet. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, whatever, no problem. And he directs me where to go. And we go to a lookout up the street.
Up the street?
We park on this downhill. Okay, this is our date at a lookout. And mind you, it's like summer. And it's like 6 p.m. It's not sunset. Yeah. It's not dark. It's just bright out. We're just sitting in my car. He hits it and he goes hearing a man cough. Remember, he is a rapper. He makes rap music. And he's like, can I play one of my songs for you? And I'm like, yeah. He downloaded it on my phone, so I still have it if you want to hear it.
Can you play a sample?
I dropped him off after our date, and then I ghosted him. Have you had any crazy dates? Or just, like, bad, or...
I think I was in 8th grade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was dating this guy. It was me, him, my mom, and his mom, and we're on a train going to Santa Barbara for the day to, like, hang out. We're walking down, like, by the piers and all that stuff, like, going in all the shops. Mm-hmm. And he's, like, just trying to, like, hold my hand and, like, we're dating, but I didn't want to hold his hand because I was, like, embarrassed by him. And he comes up behind me, and his, like, neck is, like, burrowed, or his head's burrowed into my neck. He wraps his arms around me, so his hands are on my stomach, and he starts, like, rubbing my stomach like this. And he goes, your stomach is so soft. I remember just immediately tensing. Our feet are in the ocean, and I'm, like, kind of splashing and, like, kicking my feet up, like, oh, this is so fun. Emma, stop! Stop splashing me! I'm putting my shoes back on. We're about to walk back to meet our parents. And he looks at me in public at the beach in front of, like, a bunch of, like, families. Hands are on my shoulders. Emma, I need to do something. But, like, fell back. I was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't want to do this. No, not right now. I don't want to do this. Why, Emma, why? Like, he's, like, in agony. Like that he can't kiss me. He's like, please, and he starts going, please, and I'm like, no, like, I don't know, like, I did not want to kiss him at all. So he's like, now he's like really sad. He's like putting on his shoes, and there's like sand in his socks, and he's like, oh, phooey, I did it again. Like,
aw, jinkies.
Aw, shucks. Like, he was pissed. And then our train arrives. Our train gets delayed because of like the wind or something. And then someone jumped in front of the train and killed themselves. So our train was delayed for like 3.5 hours. And we were supposed to leave at like 5 p.m. Now it's like getting close to like 9. And we're still waiting for the train because the guy killed himself. So they had to like clean it all up. We finally get on the train. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And it's like, again, like an 1.5-hour train ride home. So we're home at like midnight basically. I'm sitting next to him. I'm trying to like go to sleep. I'm like fake sleeping so I don't have to talk to him. I don't have to like make a conversation and be like, so how was your day? Like just like be fake nice. Like I didn't want to do that. So I'm like turned, like here's like I have the window seat. I'm turned this way, and all of a sudden I just feel a hand on my thigh, and it starts like going up and up and up. So this is what he looked like when he tried kissing me on the beach.
Did you break up with him?
Yeah. And then I ghosted him and I stopped talking to him.
Like,
and then
the same day or next day or like after a while?
Yeah, no, the next day. The next day I was like, look, this isn't gonna work. Like, I'm just uncomfortable.
Okay, guys.
This is Ella. This is my dog. She's gonna be turning 10 this year. That's insane. 10 years old.
Yeah, she's a
Like,
baby.
She's just a little baby.
Look at this photo of Ella. That's the scariest photo.
That was Ella when she was 2 years old. We did her dirty. I'm so sorry, Ella.
Do you have an outro?
I don't have an outro. I just say thanks for watching. I need a trademark.
Yeah, you need a trademark, an intro and an outro.
That's our video for today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this comes out fun and good, and it was a good time. And if you watched this whole entire video, comment down below.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining. She will be back. She will be
Yes.
back. Bye.